Welcome to this introductory episode of a brand new podcast as part of my YouTube channel, Steve OG Rock. This will be a series of interviews with members of rock bands and musicians and folks that work in the music industry to find out more about how the best rock in the world gets created and shared with us all to enjoy. In this brief episode, I'm going to share a bit more information about myself, who I am, why I'm creating this podcast, and what you could possibly gain from listening to this series. So first off, who am I? Well, my name is Steve O'Gallagher, and O'Gallagher is a hell of a surname for people to try and pronounce and understand. So in the international world of the internet online, I just go by Steve OG because it's shorter and easier. As you can guess from my surname, I am Irish, but I lived as a child in several different countries, so my accent is a unique combination of Irish and Scottish and American and English, which is why it's this kind of strange combination of those things. I live in London, England, and I spent most of my 20s living life as a professional musician, which essentially means I was broke for most of my 20s because a great way to not earn any money is to be a musician as a profession for the most part. I played in various bands over that time, playing drums, bass, guitar, and doing some vocals as well. I enjoyed all of those instruments as things to play, but the one I am by far the best at is the drums. So whenever I'm listening to new music, my focus is always on the drums first and foremost, I think. It's just something that I really, really dig. I had some success here and there. I played hundreds of concerts and festivals around the UK and parts of Europe, and at one point got signed to an independent record label, which was pretty fun for a bit. But again, it never got to the point where I could live a comfortable life financially, and it was quite difficult to sustain that over time. So near my 30s, I ended up going down the path of software engineering, and I now live a life with my wife and young kids, and I fill as much of that as possible with the music that I love as well. And that kind of leads me to a couple of years ago when I started up my YouTube channel as a way to listen to brand new music for the first time, picking up some interesting bits and pieces from my experience as a multi-instrumentalist and sharing my love of music with the world through that channel. When it comes to music, I have a wide range that I'm interested in, so I'm just as likely to listen to Bring Me the Horizon and Slipknot as I am Phil Collins and Aqua and Ariana Grande. Like, I don't really have guilty pleasures. It's all good stuff, but my main love is rock music. So that's what my YouTube channel has been focused on increasingly, and that's what this interview series will focus on as well, is rock music. And having the channel with that, I've ended up with incredible recommendations for amazing rock songs that have come to me through the comments. So it's just massively enriched my life of the amount of incredible rock music I've been able to enjoy, and I want to delve even deeper into that and find even better rock music that's out there and talk to the musicians and the folks that are creating this and sharing it through this interview series. So here we'll have a video podcast which you can watch as normal as part of the YouTube channel, but I'll also have it available in as many of the kind of podcast platforms as I can as well. I plan on continuing to do lots of reaction and reviews videos as I've already been doing, but I'm adding this as an additional thing to find out even more and get deeper at times into the creation of some of this music from the musicians themselves, or to talk to music-related content creators or folks that work in the industry behind the scenes perhaps, to learn some more insights that might further enrich our experience of this music that we love so much. If you have suggestions for who you think I should interview as part of this series, then please do let me know. And a great way to do that will be in a new Discord server that I'm starting up, which you can join totally for free to recommend some artists to me or send in questions you'd like me to ask them in the episodes that are coming up, or just to talk about music. I love talking about music, as you can probably imagine, so that's a great place to come and chat and recommend new bands to each other. It'd be wonderful. And eventually it'll become a whole community where we can all kind of chat together and share our experiences of rock music. So Discord is the place to be if you want to connect in that way and help shape the future of this podcast with me. There should be a link in the description of this episode for you to join. I have a couple of great conversations lined up for the next couple of episodes. One with the drummer from Resolve, talking about their latest album, Human, and also an episode where I talk to the lead singer and guitarist and the bassist as well from German rock band, the Intersphere. So do look forward to those. If you want to make sure you don't miss out on any future episodes, I'd recommend you hit a subscribe button on whatever platform you're checking this out on. I think that's everything essential that needs to be said at this stage, so thank you for listening to this, and I hope you enjoy joining me on this journey of musical discovery, as corny as that sounds. Some things are corny that are also true. Embrace it. Okay, anyway, thanks for listening. See you on the Discord, and I hope you enjoy this series.